welcome, everybody. My name is Trini C, and you are here with us today. We're rocking it out. I have three amazing guests in the studio. We thank you for joining us. And I'm going to start real quickly off with the one and only Chris Twiss Smith. Am I saying that properly?
Yes, you are.
Is that your government name as far as the Twiss, or is that that's a name you gave yourself?
That's my production name.
That's your production name.
Yes, Twiss
Smith
Productions.
So now you gotta tell me, why is it? Where's the Twiss come from?
My production name is Twiss Smith Productions. So,
okay.
I throw Chris Twiss Smith in there now because people know me by Twiss Smith, and I do other businesses now. So I say Chris Smith, so other people know who I am as well. I throw a little twist in there. So,
okay. Little twist. Little, we go with some lime, some lemon. You want some grapefruit, some orange. Yeah. Now, you say production. Let us know. What do you mean by production? Are you into TV production, video, music?
I produce music. More of a trap soul R&B neo soul producer.
You said trap soul R&B?
Yes.
Do elaborate. Who is trap soul R&B? What type of art? What name of artist?
Trap soul would be like a Bryson Tiller, Gene Aiko, LMA, those type of things.
And so locally, who have you had the honor to produce as far as that genre of music?
Right now, Corroborate.
Okay.
Corroborate.
Right.
Is one. There's a rapper here by the name of No Name.
Yep.
Be Ruthless. Most of the people I work with are out of state.
Okay. Out of state. How does that work when it comes to production and them being out of state? Because it's like, how do you... Is it a lot of Zoom meetings, or is it like, you make the mix and then you send it to them and then they send back what they're going to do, or...
Nope. I send them the mix and I say, what do you feel off of this?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, I feel this. They'll write it. I'll take the beat back. I'll say, okay, do I need to add any more? Do I need to remix it again?
Right.
And they'll say yes or no. I send it to them, and the next I have a finalized product, mixed and mastered.
Nice. What does that process look like, or does it vary depending on the artist's schedule as well as your schedule? Is it like a 1 month thing, a 2 month? Are there deadlines on it, or it's just... Excuse me, how you flow with it?
Well, I like to build a relationship with the artists that I work with. So what I do is I'll send them one song. And if we can make something that can kind of pop, I'm looking for the relationship of Timberland and Justin Timberlake, Dr. Dre, and Eminem. Okay. I want quality. Right. I don't just throw my music at anybody.
Exactly.
So if you hear me do like a single with somebody or EP, what I do is I have quality work. I never just drop music to drop it. Okay. So we take about a month on a song.
Nice.
And when I send it to them, I say, we're not going to push this out. And when I make a song with somebody, what I do is I make it so we have a plan with it. We have promotion behind it. We're not going to just drop a song
and then that's it.
No.
Yes.
We talk about what radio stations we're going to push it to. Who's our target audience?
Got it.
I'll talk about how much we want to spend on our budget.
That's a lot. Just as I'm not saying just as a producer, but just as a producer, you are doing a lot more than just producing the music. You're actually trying to produce the final product, including the artist. Mm-hmm. That's outstanding. Because usually that's 3 and 4 and 5 people's jobs.
Yes.
Which is a lot of things. A lot of times people don't understand in the industry. There's a creator. There's a content creator. There's a social media strategist. There's a look artist. A look creator. There's a videographer. All of that, and you're kind of bringing that one package with yourself.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That is outstanding. What has been some of the difficulties navigating all those roles in as one human being?
Time management. Time management.
Say it again.
Time management.
Right.
It's one of the biggest one. And working with lazy artists. Laziness.
Yeah. You're not going to succeed in this world doing anything half-sided.
Yeah, laziness. And sometimes we get kind of I call it a diva effect, where if I can kind of help you get a little buzz with your name, you kind of think you're Hollywood already, and you start getting out of your place. And that's something I don't tolerate. Right. I give you one warning, like, look, that's not really cool. And then if you keep going there, our relationship is cut off. So is our contract. Our contract is null and void because I make a contract with the artist.
Because time is money, and time is also a blessing, and it's not easy to give out. I feel like, especially after the pandemic, I'm very intentional with my time. I'm very selective with who gets my time these days. So I think people need to appreciate that. And you're not going to survive being lazy at anything in this world. Period. If you're going to do it, you're going to be in this music industry. You got to put it all in. You got to figure out how to be creative, stay on top of it, how to reinvent yourself, but also how to respect the producer's time.
It's your attitude, because
Yep.
if you're already disrespectful or popping off at the mouth at me,
Right.
I don't want to introduce you to no one else and ruin my relationships.
Exactly. Right. Because you're representing a brand or brands.
Yes.
And if you're building yourself, it is all about your brand at the end of the day. Because maybe right now you're in music, and then you want to switch it up and do something else. And if you start treating a bunch of people like crap and you act like, you know, you're this and that, we can get into that in the next take. But real quickly, I want to dedicate the show to Andre Debonair McNeil. May he rest in peace. He did so much for this community. We will plop a link in the chat here in the bottom of the header, the footer, to let you know how you can support his foundation, the Den Brothers. We'll be right back after this moment.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl EB, and when I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch Hip Hop Nation on First World TV.
Welcome back. My name is Trini C, and you're here with us on stage live on Hip Hop Nation Twin Cities. As I said, I'm here with my friend Chris Twiss Smith, and we rocking it out talking about his impact and what he does in the community. Real quickly, were you born in the Twin Cities or are you transplant?
No, I'm East St. Louis.
East St. Louis.
Yes.
What is East St. Louis known for? Represent.
It's not, it's not a very good place. Poverty. Yes, it's not good. Grew up in the back of a gas station. That's where I lived, in the back of a gas station.
Oh, wow.
We moved up here when I was 2, so I'm still, you can say I'm a Minnesota person, but
Right.
that's where I was born. My
Okay.
mom got us out of there for poverty.
Okay. Are they? Well, shout outs to your moms. Go home and give her an extra hug
Yeah.
today or tomorrow or every day, because it's hard being a mom. But so you're here in the Twin Cities since you're 2, and what has been one of your, outside of surviving and being alive, what are your, I would say, your biggest accomplishments since you've been here in the Twin Cities?
Biggest accomplishments music-wise is promoting, bringing T-Rail here, putting on a show We Got Talent for Wale's producer Tone P.
Okay.
And actually starting a whole different type of another business with the Airbnbs here. I want to be known for basically building our community and teaching our youth and also our people financial literacy,
Nice.
how to get money,
Right.
the understanding, like looking at the music industry, all the flashy stuff is not what it really seems to be,
And it's expensive.
and it's not going to get you nowhere.
And it's not going to get you nowhere. And after it's gone, then what? Once these things, you wash them a few times, then what do you have? Do you still have the washing machine? Yeah.
Yeah, but all the other stuff that comes with it is non-existent.
Right. And then do you have a team? Like, do you have a family behind you? Like, what keeps you motivated and going, whether it's music and or your Airbnb, the financial literacy?
My wife,
Nice.
my students, actually I have a class where I teach Airbnbs, and my students, I talk to them every day. I teach them in my class. Once you have this class with me, I don't stop talking to you.
Right.
You have contact with me. I'll go to units with you and help you get them.
Right. So you're like a mentor as well. It's not
Yes.
just dealing with the students. Shout out to the wife.
Yes.
Big up the wife. Yes, we got to make sure our queens get their respect and their upliftment as well. So Airbnbs, why did you pick that zone, especially after they came out with like that extra tax right by the Super Bowl? Like, I mean, that's wonderful. I would need to hear, like, how did you just say, oh, I'm gonna do Airbnbs out of everything else?
After learning about money, I took a year to study it during the pandemic. So my wife started a cleaning company with her dad.
Nice.
He ended up having a stroke. I ended up taking his place, long
Right.
story short. So she had residential customers. Then she lost all of her residential customers, but suddenly all these Airbnb cleans came up. So she talked to one of these hosts, and it's like, you own this building? She goes, no, I do something called arbitrage. And it's like, what's arbitrage? Well, you don't own the property. So one day she's like, I want to learn some arbitrage. So we studied the business for a whole year.
Amen.
And we had
You didn't just jump into it, because that's
No.
risky if you just jump into it.
No.
Did your research, okay?
And then we did a lot of research, and then it took a lot of work to get our first unit, which
Yeah.
I teach, don't be lazy and be patient.
Right.
Got that first unit, got the second unit in a month and a half, and kept going from there.
Nice. And do you just do within the Twin Cities, or do you now branch out and go out of state, or?
We do go out of state. We had one out of state, but you live and you learn from experiences. We had a bad experience with another partner that we partnered up with, and
Right.
ended up losing the whole deal. I was kind of upset about it. It was $10,000 down the drain.
Oh, wow.
It could have made
Right.
we could have made $20,000 in like 6 months. So I was really hot about that, but you live and you learn.
Exactly.
But I do plan on branching out.
Right. It's just got to make sure it sticks within what works for your family dynamic and your business. Yes. And so now when you teach these youth financial literacy, at first are they like, oh, I got a couple dollars, I'm going to go to the store and buy some chips? Like, what does that look like, financial literacy with our young people right now?
They have no idea what I'm talking about.
Right.
They're interested, but they take it in, but I don't know if they utilize it the correct way. So I'm trying. Some of them will start it, but the thing is to keep people pushing it, and that's one of the issues I'm trying to get across is because you see that right now, you don't see the end product.
Right. Yep. You got to put the time in. Patience is virtue, and virtue is grace. They say that a lot in the Caribbean countries. Patience is virtue, and virtue is grace. Have the grace and understanding to know that after a lot of hard work, it's going to pay off. Yes. How do people, if people are trying to get a hold of you, what is your social media handles?
Everything Twissman Productions, my beat site, twissmanproductions.com.
Can you spell that out, please, if you don't mind?
Yes. www.twissmithproductions.
All right.
.com.
Right. So we try to tap in with that trap soul producer and or get some financial literacy. This is one of the people you should be tapping into. We're going to take a little break after that. But I wanted to know, I reached out to you and within like half an hour you were on it. And I know we've never met up until today. Why did you want to come on the show today?
I wanted to come on the show because I thought it was a great platform. I checked you out before I even wanted to.
I did too.
Yeah, so
I checked you out just because I want to make sure who I have on the show is good, right?
Yeah, I reached out because I thought it was a great platform to reach out. Like I said, I'm all about our people and building our community, and I thought this would be a great way I could reach out and I respected what you had. It's positivity. You don't promote negativity.
Yeah. So that's what it is. It really is about positivity. We'll be right back after this next commercial. Thank you for joining.
It's me, Kaotic 1. And when I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch On Stage Live on Hip Hop Nation Twin Cities. You heard?
Hi, we're back here hanging out with Chris Twiss Smith. No T at the end. Twiss, like Swiss Smith. And we chopping it up, talking about not only production world, but also what it is for him to be an entrepreneur with his wife, as well as what it is for him to give back to the community and do financial literacy. What are some of the... Tell me, if I came to your class, I know I'm not a kid, but if I did come to your class, I'm a kid at heart, and wanted to take your class, what would be one of the first things that you would teach me in that class as a student? I mean, you don't got to give it all away, but just a little teaser.
Work for yourself.
Work for yourself. What does that mean, work for yourself?
Create an LLC, get the tax write-offs, don't depend on anybody else to pay for your paycheck, and to build your business that way, and to basically learn how to be your own boss and to run everything yourself so you never have to rely on anybody.
Okay.
And to get your money right, then you learn some credit things, you learn some term insurance, which is basically what the people who are up higher do with insurance policies.
Right. Nice. So how many students do you work with a set amount of students at one time, or it just is an ongoing basis, or you have like certain enrollment sessions that people do?
You sign up for the class. Whenever I announce it, I charge between probably $75 to $125, which a lot of those gurus are going to charge you $1,000 or $2,000. They're going to give you less information.
Right.
So I want to make it affordable, but I don't want to give my information and everything, my experience away for free. So if I see you at least put some money down, I'm going to take you more serious.
Okay.
Then whoever signs up, they come to the class, they sign up, I have a whole slideshow. I'll take it on everybody's emails and phone numbers for the show, so that I can stay in contact with you. So I'm going to be checking in on you, say, hey, have you contacted this? Have you created your LLC? Do you have any questions? So I make sure my people are good.
All right. So since we here, we rocking it out, talking about hip hop and your connection to hip hop in the Twin Cities, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who is your favorite female hip hop artist?
Favorite female? The Brat.
The Brat.
That's my favorite.
I know that's right.
The Style.
Congratulations to them having babies just the other day. Favorite old school hip hop artist? And old school, I should say, more so pioneer, one of the founding members of hip hop.
I don't know if it goes all the way back this far, but I dug Ice Cube.
Okay.
Ice Cube.
All right, Ice Cube. and his next generation. His son just been taking over the movie sets, right?
Yes.
All right. If you could have the opportunity to be on stage with anybody in this world, whether it's an entrepreneur or an artist, what would that look like?
That's gonna be a hard one. Well, I love the Midwest artists, Eminem and Twista.
Eminem and Twista.
Yep.
Twista.
Yeah.
I mean, Twista's been in the game for what, 30 years? What?
Yes. That's how I got the name Twiss.
Right, and it sounds like I feel like every time you listen to his music, it just came out yesterday, and he's got his own, like, heaven forbid the day, like, he's got his own vibe. I've been at numerous one of his shows, and I'm just like, and in awe of his artistry and his craft, not in awe of his beautiful black man status, but you know what I mean, like just his craft and what he can do, and shout out to him because he's been bringing something different and continues to reinvent the wheel for decades.
Yes.
Decades. All right. So you're here. We almost at the end of the year, right? It's holiday season. What is one of your goals? Because I'm big on this. One of your goals for 2024 as far as Mr. Chris Swiss Smith.
Chris Twiss Smith.
Chris Twiss Smith.
Yes. I'm going to be putting out some more singles, dropping a couple EPs with local and national artists. And we have 5 Airbnbs now. I plan on having...
5? Just 5? You said that so casually. 5 Airbnbs. Shout out to you and the fam.
Yeah. We plan on having 10 to 15 by the end of 2024.
Oh, I love that. So you're probably tripling what you're doing.
Yes.
It's not doubling, but tripling. I appreciate that. And again, I need you to repeat, how can people find you? Are you on IG? Are you on Facebook? You said website, but...
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your other social medias.
I'm on Instagram at Twiss Productions. You'll see me making a beat, then you'll see like the final product of a beat,
Nice.
or the artist with a tight beat, so you know what type of feel you could put on the track itself. I am on Facebook for my Airbnbs called Airbnb Arbitrage Journey, and so is my Instagram, Airbnb Arbitrage.
Nice.
The arbitrage way, should I call it?
You want to spell it out, please, first?
Yes. ARB. Oh my gosh, you put me on the spot.
Yes,
ARBITRAGE way on Instagram.
Yeah, awesome. I thank you for coming in today. I applaud you for everything that you're doing, you and your family, because I know it takes greatness to support greatness, and what you're doing for community. I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you.
And you want to give any shout outs to anybody out there?
Shout out to my wife, Wee Smith. Shout out to my team, studio, my videographer, photographer, Matt Washington. My other brother, T. Lace. We're getting Airbnbs together. The whole team, family. Nice. And to you for having me on a great platform.
All right. Thank you for being here. Again, my name is Trini C, and you've been here watching us on stage live on Hip Hop Nation Twin Cities. And we appreciate you tuning in. We are going to have the next guest up in a few seconds, so go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back after this moment.
What's up? Smoke D, House of DJs, Black Medallion Radio. And when I'm in town, I'm always checking out Hip Hop Nation on First World TV. Tune in. Chat bout!
Hi, welcome back. My name is Trini C, and we're here with our second guest of the afternoon or evening or morning, whatever time you're going to be watching the show of the day. And I'm sitting here with the one and only. I will let him introduce himself.
What's up? It's your boy Michael Kaotic One Smith.
Right.
In the building.
Another Smith.
Yeah.
How ironic is that?
That's crazy. I went up when he was sitting over there. I was like,
oh, are we related? Are we
I
kids?
wonder if it's my cousin or something.
Right. Well, thank you for accepting the invite and reaching out and coming on the show.
I appreciate it.
So tell everybody who's watching right now, who are you?
For those that don't know, I go by, like I say, Chaotic. Now I go by Chaotic One, but a lot of y'all probably know me as Chaos. One of the first hip hop artists in Twin Cities.
Really?
Doing major radio play, doing a lot of things, man. Like Debonair, I know Debonair.
Yes.
I know all the radio.
Like I said, we're just dedicating the show to Debonair.
Shout out to Debonair, So I started off as a hip hop artist.
Okay.
Doing music here, and then elevated and started jumping into the CEO game and doing everything.
And redefining what you're doing.
Yeah.
When was one of your first venues that you performed at?
Probably. I did the Red Sea.
Yeah?
It might have been the Red Sea. But what we did was we bought concerts and stuff, so I put myself on the concerts.
Nice. That's smart.
Like we did Glam Slam and yeah, pretty much First Ave everywhere.
Right.
I don't probably
Some of the venues that aren't even around anymore that these people don't even know about.
Yeah.
Grand Slam was one of the first places that Prince was at, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And now he's transitioned up and above. But First Ave used to do a lot of local shows with us, you know, especially in the 7th Street entry. I wonder what's changed with that, but.
I know we did. We did like when I did there. I did the main floor, like with Mike Mack and all them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've been in it a minute.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a minute.
Right. And so, what has been some of your takeaways as far as what you did, let's say last year or 10 years ago, versus what's going on right now with music in the hip hop industry?
I just move a little bit different. For me. Like when I had the desire to be the artist, you know, it was, I don't know, it just wasn't a lot of incentives to me when I was trying to do that. So just jumping onto the other side of it, as far as being behind the scenes and learning the game, that's what I took from it the most. Take from it the most. It was just learning the industry, the business of it, what works, don't work, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I really enjoy the behind the scenes when it comes to event management and promotions. I like, you know, watching the cards be run or setting up the speakers or the lighting or implementing the actual agenda.
Yeah.
I've helped Buddy McClain, Little Buddy, you know, do a video. I've loved just doing the storyboards and helping him bring that to life. At Pimento, it was more of a tropical thing. And I've just really loved, like you said, jumping in, even when it comes to this show and watching what happens in the production room and can we change this part of the scenery? What can we do different? How can we add to the show?
It's a great feeling. Like I just like that whole thought of knowing I was behind that or I helped with that or I helped that. Speaking of Buddy McClain, like we got a song together on my last project.
Oh really? Yeah, he's outstanding. We had him in about 3-4 months ago. I've known him for a very long time.
Yeah, I've been knowing him too. Yeah.
And when he reached out to me to do his video, I was like, wait, what? Because I've formulated
Which video did you do?
The Wine for Me one.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
and so I have done documentaries when it came to being in the dance hall world, but I don't know if people in the Twin Cities, you know, pay attention that I was part of Brookout with Morgan Spurlock and stuff, and you know, traveled and been part of that creative process. But it was really cool to do it everything from A to Z. I went into Urban Lights with him and Tim had my storyboards, and they were like, "Oh, you actually walked with the boards," and then showed how the whole video was gonna go. Picked the dancers, you know, picked the scenery.
So you basically, technically, did it the right way.
Right, and then worked with Rich. You know, Rich was the camera person to take all the video, and then they did the final production behind the scenes. But when I tell people like, I've created content for videos, they're like, "Oh, what? You're a promoter? Like, you're a dance hall promoter? Y'all don't do stuff like that, you know?"
I definitely been seeing you do your thing.
Yeah.
You know, I try to keep my ears to the streets on everybody making moves. I'm a move maker.
Yeah.
So I like to watch the move makers and, you know, and congratulate.
Yeah, I've enjoyed being on a little bit of a hiatus because, you know, this industry, with your own life, being into music and absorbed in music, it's a lot. It's a lot of energy we have to put into it.
Yes.
And I've also tried to redefine of how I'm being present, especially educating women on how to be sustainable in the entertainment world. Because there was no game for me. It was a lot. It was a lot of what I went through as far as just how to even just keep calm. But I'm sure you know that.
Yeah.
Why hip hop?
Hip hop is, I love the culture, the lifestyle, the feeling, everything about it, the dancing. It's just not one thing. It's several different aspects.
Say it again. It's not just one thing.
It's not one thing. It's art.
Right.
It's fashion.
Right.
Style, swag. You know, it's a lot of things.
It's us.
Yeah. Yes, it's who we are.
Right.
It's within us. But I gotta ask you a question.
Okay.
So
we're gonna go to a break in a couple of seconds, and then you can ask me a question because we got 3 seconds to go. We'll be right back after this moment.
My name is Keemo Marley, and when I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch On Stage live on Hip Hop Nation Twin Cities.
Welcome back. My name is Trini C, and you're here with us on stage live, Twin Cities, Hip Hop Nation. I'm rocking it out with the one and only Kaotic, and we've been social media friends for a long time, and now finally
get to meet in person.
It's like that.
Well, you know what? Actually, we got to chop it up a little bit at the Hip Hop Picture Day. I think that might have been a year ago.
That was
or
2 years
something
ago,
like 2
I
years
think.
ago.
Yeah, because I wasn't
like
at the one this year.
Shout out stage 1.
Yeah, stage 1. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So you said you had a question for me because
So
I'm in the hot seat.
So how do you feel about? I know I'm used to doing this, so I got to put on this. So how do you feel about them saying that hip hop came from like Trinidad or Jamaica?
From Jamaica. I mean, with Kool Herc.
Yeah.
I would support that message. I wasn't there at the moment, you know what I'm saying? But I would say a lot of it, and not just Jamaica, of course, you know, a lot of the slaves were brought over, the majority of slaves were brought over, whether from Africa, Portuguese, China, India to the Caribbean. They stopped there before they came here.
Okay.
So I would support that message because a lot of who we are as people of color, it actually probably started with Africa but started in Jamaica, taking all those tones, those sounds, the styles, and putting it together.
Okay.
But also I think it's important to say Kool Herc was where when he made the music.
He was in New York, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's another important part is not only maybe who started it, not maybe, but who started it, who should get the flowers. Where did it actually come from? And New York is a melting pot of all of us.
Yeah.
And when I say all of us, I was just there in September for work, right? And so there's so many of us that inspire and move and groove in that city that it's also about, it may have came from Jamaica, but where did it make its stage and its moment and its onstage presence?
Right.
New York.
Yeah.
And it continues to be New York or LA or you know what I mean? The main.
Yeah.
And people, you should investigate New York, just like people should learn about Chicago. A lot went down in those cities when it came to how things happened underground.
Yes.
Not just music.
Yeah.
Underground slavery, underground trade, underground parties, underground music, and it's still happening.
That's just why they stand out so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as far as being cities, LA, New York, and different stuff like that. That's what makes them stand out. That's why I feel like people wanted to migrate to those places. You know what I'm saying? They've seen bigger opportunities.
But I think if you really were to do your trees, you know, and line up the alignment of where your families came from, it would be via the Caribbean from Africa.
Right.
Literally. And people need to slavery really took heart and soul and damage in America. But where did those ships come from? A lot happened in Jamaica, a lot, where they would move the slaves around from city to city or port to port within Jamaica intentionally to procreate and make more babies.
Yeah.
And that's why, unfortunately, part of the Caribbean is still considered developing or third world countries. It's intentionally done that way, right? Okay. So, I mean, wherever hip-hop came from, it's here and it hasn't gone anywhere and it continues to grow and redefine itself. And shout out to all the founding members, the pioneers that continue the movement and continue to represent the 50 years of hip hop. I think it's longer, but that we've actually gotten designated and accepted into the world as 50 years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's not a very long time. People think 50 years is a long time. It's not.
No,
it's the same time as civil rights and women's rights and a lot of calamity that was happening in this country right after the Depression. You know what I mean? Like
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, so shout out to all of us that put into it. Whoever wants to take credit or whoever they want to say did it. It's here and who continues to invest in it. Like you said, people like Stage One, people like Sadiq from Rhyme Sayers, you know, who put the biggest hip hop, which is actually our family, who put the biggest hip hop festival on in the world, you know, and to take the money and the time and take the time away from your family to do that. Shout out to you, redefining and now doing podcasts and still being here in the moment because it's a movement.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who started it. It's like who continues to move it. And I feel a lot of things started and happened in the Caribbean, and we just, you know, a lot of times people just say, they give us acknowledgement when they want jerk chicken and some ganja. Like, I swear to gosh. I personally think I'm one of the biggest parts of this Twin Cities and don't get called on because I'm from the Caribbean and not from Chicago or St. Louis or Atlanta or Cali. But I make a lot of powerful moves, not stroking my own ego, just saying, in the world,
right, exactly.
And I just happen to live in this city, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people sleep on our ancestry until it's time to take a trip or a girl's trip or, you know, make a video. You You know, but that's just my personal opinion and my experience. But shout out to hip hop.
Yeah, shout out.
And
hip-hop.
shout out to you for being here and being part of hip hop.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure there's been some struggles with it. I'd love to hear.
I mean, I jumped from music to the CEO. Like, we got a radio station. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're doing the whole radio, digital radio platform. And just wanted to create my own lanes, you know, dealing with a lot of people and dealing with a lot of things that I've experienced just made me be more self-sufficient in doing my own thing.
So let's talk about that radio station after break. Again, I'm here with the one and only Kaotic. Kaotic. My name is Trinity C. We'll be right back.
Yo, it's Louis Blaze, and when I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch on stage, brought to you by First World TV.
Hi, we're back again on stage live. You're in Hip Hop Nation Twin Cities with Kaotic One. And we were just now talking about, you have your own...
We got a broadcasting company, KMHP Digital Radio.
A whole broadcasting company.
Yeah. We decided to create our own platform, you know, and just solidify our own movement. Like, we are digitally tracked, you know, BDS and all that other stuff. So we are a legit digital radio station. We broadcast 24/7. We play the best in hip hop, R&B, independents, locals. We working to become a powerhouse, you know, and just really doing our thing. And yeah, that's basically what I came here for, is to just give back and to promote the station.
Okay.
And let people know that we exist and we here. You know, we here to give everybody, you know, not hating on no other stations or nothing, but we just here to give everybody a run for their money, you know, and just be a voice in this community and give back to the community and finding different ways. So just coming on, sitting with you, I figured this is one of the ways to let the people know that we are here to give back to the community. You know, we dealing with advertisers and everybody, you know, so we just
And how do people find you? Like, what's your information if they're looking for you?
You can hit us up at info@kmhpradio.com.
Okay.
Once again, that's info@kmhpradio.com. You can hit us up if you want to do some advertising. Currently, we probably doing between 20 to 30,000 listeners a month.
Nice.
I got a radio show every Saturday.
I'm still waiting to get on that show.
From 10 to 12. Called the Weekend Cook Up.
Yep, I've been seeing it. Yep.
And then we got a podcast live every Thursday called New Music and Business Thursdays.
Right.
So yeah, man, I'm just out here trying to work, give back. I support local acts, artists, and you know, just trying to make a name in the city. I figure I've done so much, like you said, I've took so much from it. I got to come back and give back to it. So you know, I support a lot of the artists here and try to play the. Well, the only thing is, like, we do follow your transitional FM by playing clean edit radio music, but definitely if you got clean edit radio music, all you got to do, hit me up on my KMHP Digital Radio at Gmail. That's where you can send your music to. Business-wise is info@kmhpradio.com.
And now, is that like something you do on the side and you still have a day job? Because I think a lot of people need to understand when you're in the industry, we got a couple different hustles. It's not, you know, and a lot of times we have a day job and then we do this, burning the midnight oil. Is that how it is? Or this sustains you now? You've made it work to a point in your life where you can be sustainable off of, you know, your music and your platforms that you build.
I'm sustainable off the platforms as well, but I'm with a company where I'm pretty high up with the company, so it's almost like I'm still kind of running stuff. So yeah, I still. But this is the meat and potatoes of it. You know what I mean? This is the core of it. This is my life. This is, you know.
Hip hop is his life.
I wouldn't have it no other way.
That's why we're here. It's our life, and we love it. And I'm grateful you're here. So, do tell me now, what has been one of your greatest accomplishments? Being a pioneer in the hip hop industry in the Twin Cities?
One of my greatest accomplishments, I feel like, was just being able to make a name for myself and to be one of the first artists that put on for the city outside of just being in Minnesota. You know, I'm known all over the world. So as far as on the underground level, and just to be one of the first people that could say, yeah, I'm in Minnesota and I rep Minnesota, and that was a big achievement for me.
Nice.
Because a lot of people feel like when they hear Minnesota, they think, oh, it's whack. It's nothing up there. And I'm like,
there's
no,
a whole bunch of richness up here.
Man, it's crazy
There's a whole
up
bunch
there.
of
It's like
culture
a lot.
here.
Yeah, it's
people come here and be
everything.
like, oh, I didn't even know there was black people here.
Right,
Like,
which is crazy to me.
there's a
It's
whole
just
bunch
like,
of us
yeah,
here.
It's a whole bunch.
And there's a whole bunch of revenue and money to be made here if you do it right and respectfully.
Yeah. Cats like 50 Cent and all them, acknowledging that Minnesota is one of the pillars as far as, we might be like a D-rated market, but we coming up.
Well, back in the day, music was on University Avenue in St. Paul. Everybody would come from Motown when Prince was here and Jimmy Jam and all of that, and it was a huge market here.
Yeah,
I mean, it still is, but I mean, we got Shine on Morris Day in the time. A lot of stuff happens here. A lot. Janet Jackson, all of that.
And you can hear all them on the station, man.
Right.
Y'all can, we play old, new. Download the app. We got an app. We on Apple and the Google Play Store. It's a free download. You can take us with you, listen to the station. We got everything on there, man.
Well, thank you for coming through. Any shout outs you want to give? We got 40 seconds left.
Yeah, man. I want to give a shout out to my team, my KMHP family. I want to give a shout out to Zilla. I want to give a shout out to Honesty Guidance, my other company with my brother. Be Humble. I want to give a shout out to Vita Godiva Goddess. I want to give a shout out to Nikki Love. My KMHP family, my Sea-Boss family, Wicked Body Frame, Shawan Moore, just a lot of my peoples, man. I can't think of everybody, so they get mad at me.
If he forgot you, doesn't mean he forgot you. It's just a lot to do on the spot.
Get my heart, not my mind.
Thank you for joining. We'll be right back with our next artist. Stay tuned.
I'm out of here.
What's up, your big homie, and we back. 50 years of hip-hop celebration right here, 1301 10th Street North at the Phyllis Wheatley Field. I got the lady responsible, Miss Nikki Love. What's happening, baby?
Hey, Divine.
What's happening?
I love you, Divine.
Love you back, baby. Love you back. You did a great job pulling this off. Smoke D help.
Smoke D did Smoke D.
Smoke D. I think I know what that means. So, how did you, was it hard to put this together?
Well, it was Smoke D idea, and we knew that it was 50 years of hip hop, August 11th, 2023, but it started August 11th, 1973.
That's
so
right.
This makes 50 years, and me and you used to do classic hip hop, baby.
That's right, on the radio.
On the radio, KMOJ.
We got the ties.
Classic hip hop, Nikki Love and DJ Divine.
And we ain't done.
But anyway, it was his idea, so he asked me to do the logistics and do my part. They did tell me to stay in my lane. I did make 16 bars, but they told me I couldn't use it.
You did a hell of a job, let me tell you, Nick. As always, when you put some stuff together, I almost cursed. When you put some stuff together, it's together, baby. It's together.
Thank you.
You did a phenomenal job.
And I'm glad you're here, because you're my man, you know that. You're my number one.
That's right. Hey, live on stage, Hip Hop Nation, DJ Divine, Nikki Love. It's the best.
Peace.
Welcome back, and I'm here with my guest, my third guest of the day. We rocking it out today. The one and only Keemo Marley, which is actually like family, because I've known you a long time. Long time. It don't seem like that, but a long time. God is good, isn't he?
All the time.
Long time. This man has had a hand in being part of my village with my sons. So God bless you. Thank you for finally being here. He was supposed to be. I'm gonna say something. He was supposed to be here last year, and he stood me up, which I feel is like worse than being stood up for a date, because you stood me up from my shop. Like, what? But anyways, things happen, and so here we are today, and we hanging out with you, and tell the world. Besides being part of our village in St. Paul and being instrumental to a lot of black men and women's lives, because you were an educator at one time.
Yeah, before all the rapping and everything, before Keemo Marley, it was Mr. Hakeem.
Mr. Hakeem.
Yeah.
In the building, literally loving on our children and doing such a fabulous job. So tell us, what are you doing now, and how are you connected to hip-hop in the Twin Cities?
Oh, man, it was a little journey. A little funny story. I was before the Keemo Marley, I was a streetwalker for Miss Cheney. She taught me the wave of to be the flow and not follow the flow.
Period. Be the flow and not follow it.
So I started off with that, and then afterwards I just really started taking it serious like 3 years ago. So
Right by the pandemic.
Yeah.
Wow. Which is important because it probably gave you some peace of mind to have something to invest your time in when we weren't around human beings, right?
So yeah, I started out just my boy DJ Cam, you know,
Yep.
he's a brother to me. He put me on the stage for the first time back when we was in Red Sea.
Yep. Shout out Red Sea.
Which I'm still doing Red Sea shows now.
Yep.
So.
Are you talking about Cam Jones?
Yeah, Cam Jones.
I need to get him in on the show because he does a lot. Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
Hook me up. I'm just kidding. He's on my social media. I'll reach out. But no, seriously, hook me up. Like, because I'm always looking, I'm always looking for new people to interview, but makes a huge impact. Just like AK. Does a lot.
Oh, yeah. AK's another influencer in my life. He makes sure that I was heard also, so... Shouts out to him.
I think one of the things about AK is also, it's not just being about heard, it's about consistency. And I feel like he also takes the time to invest and teach you how to be a better man, not just an artist.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people in the game that just don't even care.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? He really cares about our community and about people succeeding, not just himself. If you really honestly tap in, he doesn't believe in laziness, he doesn't believe in lackadaisical.
Yeah.
But once you get there with him, it's an honor and a glory.
It's an honor, man. And it's been an honor for this whole journey of me being around him for the last couple of years.
Right.
So it's been a blessing.
Right. Well, we're grateful that you're here. So you said the last 3 years you tapped into that. Before you got into the music, you were just, out here trying to do what you do, like the rest of us. And survive. I know you take care of your brothers and your sisters, Yep.
Yeah.
And shout out to your moms. Rest in peace to your moms. And she's been instrumental in making sure that you are a strong black man. I know that. I see you speak of her often.
Yes. God bless the gone.
Yeah.
Between her and another role model of mine is Chris Jett. Mm-hmm. God bless the dead. You know. So yeah, they've been very on me about staying out of the streets and make sure you be a good role model.
One, staying out these streets.
Oh yeah.
It's easy for the devil to just draw you in, isn't it?
Especially for a black man. You know, just a period.
Right. And a black man in Minnesota with all of the trauma that we constantly, that you guys constantly are surrounded by and have to deal with.
Oh yeah.
So here you are. You're on stage. Mm-hmm. Do you get? Somebody just asked me earlier. Butterflies. Do you get butterflies going on stage when you perform?
Maybe like the 2 seconds before, but when I'm on stage, it's gone away.
You own it.
It just own it.
Yeah, like he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's just all about stage presence with me. That's one thing AK taught me. That's what you taught me. DJ Cam taught me. It's just stage presence.
Right.
So
it really is. It is about that impact you're going to have. Is it going to be lasting? Or is it going to be, 5 seconds and people are bored and they go on their phones?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I do a lot of things when I perform. Like, I look up to, the greats. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite artists of old hip-hop artists would be LL Cool J.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider him old. He's still doing
Pioneer.
his thing.
There's
right?
a pioneer.
Yeah.
I say pioneer. Yeah.
Pioneer.
When I'm alone in the room, sometimes I stare at the walls and in the back of my mind.
Man.
Yeah.
So I picked up a lot from him when he was on stage. He would pass out roses to ladies. So like that's what I do when I go on stage. I pass out roses to ladies.
Because we all deserve our flowers, right? Yeah. Man, I'm super excited that you're actually here in the moment and that you are blessing us with what you do in the Twin Cities. We're gonna come back and talk about what that journey's been like and have more with Mr. Keemo Marley. We'll be right back after this moment.
Hey everybody, it's Chris Twiss Smith. When I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch On Stage Live on Hip Hop Nation Twin Cities.
And we're back. It has been a wonderful taping session here with everybody that's blessed us with their time and their efforts. Again, I'm here with the one and only Keemo Marley, like the Marleys, powerful
like the
name.
Marleys, yeah.
Tell me now, have you, because I like to get into the nitty gritty sometimes, being in hip hop, is it not only, I know it's competitive, but do you have people like that want to be your rivalry basically when it comes to being on stage, or has that changed? It is more of like a community and everybody respects each other.
I want to say it's a little of both. Cause when I first started out, you know, I didn't get too many people like, you know, I was who was he until after, you know, they see what I, you know, put out or how I present myself. It's more like, okay, and then they see how good I am.
Right.
Then sometimes it, you know, it might be a little, like, you know, I'm not gonna say, well, yeah, like competitive in a way, but
yeah.
good, and you know,
In a good way.
just for the fun of arts, not
Right.
nothing, you know, bad or anything
Right.
like that.
That's a good thing, because I think another thing that hip hop gets a bad label on is that automatically if you have a lineup that night, people not getting along, then it's going to end up in something tragic or, you know, and it's not 99.9% of the time. That's not what it's about at all. Yeah, it is about having the space to be creative and share your creations, right?
That's right.
What's your plans for 2024? Like, do you have projects that you're working on in regards to LPs or EPs or?
Oh yeah, I got a few of them actually. I'm trying to finish up this one I'm doing with Keemo Marley and friends.
Yep.
It's just like me, just you know, trying to show the community that we all not, you know, we all equal. We in a better, you know.
Right.
We're not better than or one up on each other. So I just want to, you know, and there's still room left for, you know, a few artists that want to tap in. You know, you can hit me up on either Facebook or Instagram or, you know, just anything. Just I'll make sure I put the information at the end of this though.
And then where do you go to? Do you have a specific studio you like going to, or do you just move around, or do you make the music at your house? Like, what's that process look like when you're actually on the mic recording?
Well, right now I'm pretty much in the house.
Okay.
Cause I pretty much what a lot of these studios have is what we got at the house. Same quality. It's just, you know, when I want to get in there, I want to get in there. I ain't gotta wait. You know, it's just more fun for me too also.
And so you put together your own little production
Yes.
situation at home. Has that been expensive?
Yes, it is expensive. From between Guitar Center and all the rest of the nice little spots.
Amazon,
Yeah.
and you might need this mic cover. And, yeah,
it costs an arm, a shoulder, and a knee.
yeah, it's a huge investment, right?
But it's all investing in yourself. You know,
Right.
if you're really confident in your music or what you're doing, just anything in general. It ain't gotta be with music. It's
Right.
just whatever your dream is. Just push for it.
Nice. What has been one of your biggest lessons in the last 3 years being an artist?
Oh man, just don't get winded when things go down, because you have your ups and you have your downs in this industry of music. So it's just like, when it's down, just level yourself to a point that it's gonna be at the end, it's gonna turn out fine, come all together.
Right. When you hit those valleys and the hills, you gotta just keep on trucking up.
Mm-hmm.
You might take a break, you know what I mean? Pause for a cause, drink some water, say some prayers, but you gotta keep on going up the next hill if you wanna see the top.
That's right.
Yeah. Do you look up to anybody specifically in our entertainment scene?
I look up to you. That's one of Miss Trinity C.
Thank you.
And then AK, DJ Cam, like I said, Chris Jett, God bless the dead. And just like it's and if I forgot about you, I'm promising.
It's still early in the morning.
Still early in the morning.
Yeah, we had a lot of interesting things happen behind the scenes, but we're here. It's early, and nobody. I think there's always tomorrow for you to, or later this afternoon when you make your social media tags.
That's right. That's
tag
right.
everybody, but just like children, it takes a village to consistently be here.
Oh yeah.
And be on stage and do things. Yeah. Shout out to just the people that run the sound system at Red
Oh,
Sea.
yeah,
and
man.
Johannes and Rassam. I literally, every single person I've had in on the show that is connected to hip hop in the Twin Cities mentions the Red Sea. Literally.
Red Sea made legends.
Yeah. Say it again?
Legends.
Red Sea
make
make
legends.
legends. Yes.
Lizzo came from there.
Right. And say it again?
Lizzo.
Lizzo came from there. There's a lot of greatness that continues to flourish out of that location. Go by and support if you haven't been. Their food is excellent too. Like really.
Oh man.
The veggie platters. I might have some on the way home. Okay, we'll be right back after this moment to talk more with the one and only Keemo Marley. And my name is Trini C.
What's up, y'all? I'm Nicole Pacini. When I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch Hip Hop Nation on First World TV.
Welcome back. Like I said, this show is dedicated to the one and only Andre Debonair McNeil, who passed suddenly a couple weeks ago. A giant in our community, not only when it came to the entertainment industry and First Fridays and all the clubs, the king of clubs, but also instrumental when it comes to Den Brothers and creating movement and opportunity for our young people, black and brown, and young men and women. If you want to find out more information about that, look him up, Den D and Brothers. Shout out to his wife, who's continuing the movement and the legacy of Mr. Debonair, Andre Debonair McNeil. Thank you for all that you've done for us, and will continue to do, even though you're not physically here on Earth. Mr. Keemo Marley, favorite artist of all time, and it doesn't have to be hip hop. Female artist of all time.
Oh, female artist. Anita Baker.
Anita Baker.
Yeah, listen to a lot of Anita Baker. But on the hip hop side, for female, I'd say, can it be two? Can I say two of them?
Yeah, you can say two of them.
It'd be Queen Latifah and then Lil Kim.
Thank you, Queen Latifah. She is a queen.
Yeah.
And she's constantly reinventing herself.
Oh, yeah.
Makeup to movies to everything.
She gets younger and younger.
I'm younger and younger. Oh my gosh, she's just so beautiful. All right, if we're talking about some of the male pioneers in the industry.
Let's see. For rapper, would be LL Cool J. I get a lot of stuff from him because I do call myself Ladies Love Keemo.
Oh, Ladies Love Keemo.
That's a little ego. We'll get into that some other time.
When you see him in person, yes.
And guys, for I guess R&B, let's see. I say Luther Vandross.
Luther Vandross.
Yeah, Luther's nice, man.
Yes.
But in
a chair is
yeah.
still a chair. Literally, a chair is still a chair.
Yeah.
As long as it gives me a place to have a seat at the table, I'm good. Or the counter in general.
And then the newer audience, I say October London. He's just now coming out. He's like the new Marvin Gaye. He's real nice, man. Real
Locally, who's one of your favorite artists?
Shout out to You Know It. They got a lot of them on there, so I don't want to say names, and that's gonna take up the whole list. So You Know It, all of them.
You Know It.
Jeez, and on the female side, I can say Carson Blue.
Nice.
She cool.
I like Evie Marie.
Evie Marie is nice too,
yes,
man.
Shout out to her. Marie.
She's.
And I love Louis Blaze.
Yeah,
I mean, I love you too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's so much greatness in the Twin Cities right now. Y'all need to get out and support the local music scene, and local arts and entertainment in general, dance, all of that, because it's fun. It's fun to go to a live show. It's so much fun. Like I love my DJ shows, but I love the live shows as well. So now, if I wanted to get in touch with you, how would I do so? How can people find you?
Okay, for Instagram is PCG Bandana Boy, PCG BANDANA Boy, BOI, you know.
Right.
And then on YouTube, you can just type up Keemo Marley, KEEMOMARLEY. Facebook, same thing. So, yeah. If you guys also want to get on to the Keemo Marley and Friends mixtape, just tune in on that or just let me know.
Yeah, there's opportunity out there if you're trying to get heard and be seen. Grannies and grandpas and aunties and uncles, if you're watching the show and you know your kids are interested in getting into the world in a respectful way.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, you got any shout outs you wanna give out there to anybody?
Yeah, shout outs to my whole family, you know what I'm saying, the PCG Paper Chase Gang family. Shout out to AK, DJ Cam, Shout out to Hold You Know It. Shout out to my Playboy Zoe. My baby Leak. Shout out to her. Other than that,
your brothers, your sisters.
Oh yeah, my brothers and sisters. You know, they know. You
don't tell me you're gonna make sure the family's heard
they're gonna
too,
wring my
you know,
neck for not
I know
saying
you
their
all
name.
ride or die for each other.
All the time.
Every time you hit me up, it's about your brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. I just want to congratulate you on powering through a lot of struggle. I know it's not just the good times we talk about, but I know you've been through a lot, and you continue to be a pillar for your family and not just our community. Yeah. My sons get super excited when they see you, wherever they see you. Man. Cecil said he saw you the other day. And he's like, I saw Mr. Hakeem, and he got this light in his eye. So, I mean, that means a lot, too, because it takes a village. And I just want to give you your flowers while you're here. I appreciate you finally coming in.
Thank you.
Good things come to those who wait.
Right.
I'm cheering you on. If I don't show up at every show, I'm cheering you on. I remember the last show I did show up at. At Underground was outstanding, and people were like, "Who are you here for?" And so I felt like a little groupie, but I don't care. I'll be your groupie any day because you took care of my baby. So, but
that's right.
Thank you for coming in. My name is Trini C, and you've been here watching us on stage live on Hip Hop Nation Twin Cities. I want to say thank you to the crew behind the scenes that make sure we can do these tapings. Thank you for those who provide the donations or whatever it is to make sure this space is available for us. One love and happy holidays to everybody.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Juice Lord. And when I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch On Stage Live Hip Hop Nation, First World TV. Peace.
Yes, y'all. Twin Cities. Worldwide. Yeah, nothing can stand in our way. Truth Maze in the building. Yeah. Like to say, big up to Cash the Great. To my brother, live forever. King Yak, live forever. Truth Maze is in the building. Big up Afro Preacher, DJ Divine. CCX Media, here we are. Hey, 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 hey. Yo, yes, y'all. God's hands for you and yours. Truth Maze. You see, with my words I could heal or kill. Talk fuck shit or truly keep it real. I could grab up a burner and flame my brother, or he and I could train so we elevate each other. I could talk about pussy all day and all night and not admit I'm toxic and don't treat women right. I could tell everybody how to pop a new pill, or tell the next generation the matrix is real. Cause what I know is I hold the power at will. Still sharp and still, god damn it, it's ill. For lyrically the blade I hold, it takes skill. Specially designed so I can kill Bill. And the fake shit in me I need to reveal. It's what a God does with the ability to build. My soul is my rock, my spirit's my shield. My soul is my rock, my spirit's my shield. Big up to the nation, gods and earth. Obudo Obuye, Abo Shishe, my family. Yeah. Check it. I'm such a fucking G, I don't believe in the devil. Billy Warmonger, my DNA made me a rebel. Middle of the Midwest, lacking in my culture, where I had to learn to season and fry vulture. Kicked out of the church cause I couldn't feel the structure. Witnessing America worship, despair and murder. Living on my knees, praying for survival. Blackness and hip hop came my revival. Blessed by the beats, baptized in the streets, anointed with the truth. So you know I spit that heat because lyrically the blade I hold, it takes skill, especially designed so I can kill Bill. And the fake shit in me I need to reveal. That's what a God does with the ability to build. My soul is my rock, my spirit's my shield. My soul is my rock, my spirit's my shield.